Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. We have a lot of projects going on this month, and I'm very pleased to be bringing you one of my favorites. It's using the Replay Classic Baseball Cards and Dice Sim. We are replaying the 1983 White Sox season with one twist. And that is that we have put Julio Cruz in the White Sox team roster from day one of the season. And what I want to see by doing this simulation is to see just how much impact he had on their performance. So he is the starting second baseman. Tony Bernazard, of course, was the starting second baseman for the White Sox until the Cruz trade in June. I believe he was traded in June. I can look that up. This is Game 3. We are up to April 6th, 1983. It's the third and final game of the first series of the season for the White Sox. They are in Texas, playing the Rangers. I won't spoil the first two games. They're both on my channel. I will tell you that Game 2, our last game, went 15 innings and blew through both bullpens. And we have an injury update. Tom Paciorek, who missed yesterday's game, Game 2, will be back for this game. However, lost for this game were both catcher Carlton Fisk and first baseman Greg Walker, so they will not play in tonight's game. The pitchers are Richard Dotson for the White Sox, a 22 and 7, 22-game winner for the 1983 White Sox. He will be opposed by left-hander Rick Honeycutt for the Rangers, who was 14 and 8 with an impressive 2.42 ERA on the 1983 season for Texas. With all of that said, we are ready for some starting lineups and some classic replay 1983 White Sox baseball. Oh, one other thing. In this replay, I do all of the White Sox as played starting pitchers, all of the opposition as played starting lineups, and their starting pitchers. But I do the batting orders for the White Sox. Okay, so let's go to the starting lineup. Visiting Chicago White Sox, leading off in center field, it's Rudy Law. Batting second at third base, Vance Law. Batting third at first base, Tom Paciorek. Batting fourth, the DH, Craig Luzinski. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Harold Baines. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Ron Kittle. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Scott Fletcher. Batting eighth and doing the catching for Fisk tonight, Mark Hill. And batting ninth, as promised, second baseman Julio Cruz. On the mound, it's Richard Dotson. And Richard Dotson's numbers on the 1982 season look like this: 35 starts, 8 complete games, 1 shutout, 240 innings pitched, 137 strikeouts, 106 walks, a 22 and 7 record with a 3.23 earned run average. All right, for the Rangers, leading off in left field, it's Billy Sample. Batting second at second base, Mike Richards. Batting third at third base, Buddy Bell. Batting fourth, their DH, Dave Hostetler. Batting fifth in right field, Larry Parrish. Batting sixth at first base, Pete O'Brien. Batting seventh behind the plate, Jim Sundberg. Batting eighth, the center fielder, George Wright. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Bucky Dent. On the mound, it's left-hander Rick Honeycutt. All right, so I think we are frighteningly close to being able to start this one. Okay. All right. Rudy Law steps in the batter's box against Rick Honeycutt. And the pitch to Rudy is hit on the ground to Bucky Dent. He gloves it and throws to Pete O'Brien for out number 1, and we're underway at Arlington. Now it's Vance Law. Honeycutt winds and deals. That is hit in the air to Larry Parrish in right field for out number 2. Tom Pachorik comes up. Honeycutt kicks and delivers. 44 in column 3. It's a line base hit for Pachorik. A 2-out single against the left-hander Honeycutt. Here's the bowl. Honeycutt the stretch and the delivery. And it's another base hit. Pachorik will round second and head to third. It's Sox at the corners now for Harold Baines. Lefty-lefty matchup, however. Honeycutt the stretch and the delivery. This is hit to first base, Pete O'Brien. O'Brien is a 2. And he's going to take it to first base himself for out number 3. So the Sox threaten but don't score in the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Richard Dotson coming out for his first start of the year, right-hander. He'll face Sample, Richard, and Bell in the Ranger first. Let's move this down so you can see the batters a little better. Pitch to Sample is stroked to right center field. This is going to split Law and Baines, and Sample is going to sprint around second, heading to third, and he's there sliding. A leadoff triple for the Ranger leadoff man. Sox infield stays back. The pitch to Richard is hit on the ground to Scott Fletcher. He's up with it and throws to Pachorik for the out as Sample crosses home plate. Sox concede the run. It's 1-0 Rangers. Now it's Buddy Bell. The pitch to Bell from Dotson is ball 4. So Dotson's having some first inning struggles. Here's Hostetler. Pitch to him is hit to Cruz at second. And that's going to be just past his glove for a base hit into right field. Stopping at second is Buddy Bell. 2 on with 1 out for Larry Parrish. Sox infield still at double play depth. Dots on the stretch and the delivery. Hit in the air to Rudy Law in center field. He's under it. Bell is not tagging, and that will be out number 2. So 2 outs, 2 on for O'Brien. 1-0 Rangers, bottom of the first. The pitch, ball 4. So Dotson's control shaky in inning number 1. The bases are dripping with Rangers, but there are 2 outs, and Jim Sundberg is at the plate. Dots on the stretch and the delivery to Sonny is a line drive. Ron Kittle on the run, and he's going to make the catch for out number 3. So the Rangers get 1. They could have had a lot more on 2 hits and leave 3. After 1 inning, it's Rangers 1, the White Sox 0. Kittle, Fletcher, and Hill coming up in inning number 2 for the White Sox. Honeycutt winds and deals to the Sox rookie left fielder. Line drive, Buddy Bell diving, gloves it. 1 gone. Fletcher now. Honeycutt winds and delivers to Scott Fletcher. Hit on the ground. Bucky Dent is up with it and throws to O'Brien for out number 2. And Mark Hill, the man they called Booter. And why I remember that, I don't know. Pitch from Honeycutt is grounded to Dent. 1 more time. He throws to O'Brien, and that'll retire the White Sox in 1-2-3 fashion in inning number 2. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Texas. Wright, Dent, and the top of the order with Sample coming in inning number 2. against Richard Dotson. The pitch to George Wright is hit to Scott Fletcher. He throws to Paciorek for out number 1. Here's Dent. Dotson winds and deals. Hey, struck him out. First strikeout for Dotson. Sample up. You know, I remember Dotson as being a harder thrower, but he only struck out 137 men in 240 innings. Why do I think of him as a hard thrower? That's really interesting. Boy, your memory is a funny thing. Sample tripled and scored in the first. The pitch popped him up. Julio Cruz on the infield dirt, calling and taking for out number 3. We've played 2 complete, and the Rangers lead this one 1-0. It'll be Cruz, and then the law firm of Law and Law. 9-1-2 coming for the White Sox in inning number 3. The pitch to Juice from Honeycutt. Base hit for Cruz. Sox can do some hijinks now with Rudy Law at the plate, should they choose to. Lefty-lefty matchup. Honeycutt is going to hold Julio Cruz close to first base. And the delivery to Rudy Law. There goes Juice. On the attempted steal, it's a 22 comebacker to Honeycutt. They're going to try and turn 2. He goes to Dent for 1. The relay to O'Brien is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 1-6-3 double play turn by Texas. And with 2 outs and now nobody on, it's Vance Law at the plate, who's 0 for 1. Pitch from Honeycutt. So that hit and run play didn't work. Hit in the air to center. George Wright back a few steps, but puts it away for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's 1-0 Texas. Richard, Bell, and Hostetler, 2-3-4 coming for the Rangers. Richard drove in the Texas run in the first inning with a ground out to Scott Fletcher. This one is hit in the air. Rudy Law there, and there's 2 gone. 1 gone, in the Ranger 3rd. Buddy Bell up. Dotson winds and delivers. Base hit for Bell to left field. Kittle on the run. He gloves it. Is he going to have trouble with it? He is. He boots it. Bell around first, heading to second. Kittle picks it up, fires toward Cruz, and Bell is in there with a head-first slide. So the Rangers have a man in scoring position now with 1 out for Hostetler. Sox playing some shaky ball tonight. The pitch to Dave Hostetler is ball 4. He walked him. 3rd walk for Dotson. But a double play is in order if he can get Larry Parrish to hit one on the ground. Dots on the stretch and the delivery to the 0 for 1 Parrish. Ground ball hit to Paciorek. He goes to Fletcher for 1. The relay to Dotson covering first is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing, pitcher's best friend 3-6-1 double play. So that gets Dotson out of a world of trouble, and it sets up the meat of the order for the White Sox in inning number 4. Paciorek, Luzinski, and Baines, righty, lefty. Honeycutt winds and deals to the Sox first baseman. It's a base hit for Paciorek, the second of the night for him. Luzinski comes up. The Bull is 1-for-1. The pitch from Honeycutt is to left and deep. Retreating is Billy Sample, and this is gone. A home run for Greg Luzinski and a 2-1 Sox lead. Let's give you the official tally on Luzinski for the year. That is his first home run on the season. 2-1 White Sox. And that'll bring up Baines with nobody out. Harold is 0-for-1. Hit on the ground to Bucky Dent. He throws to O'Brien for out number 1 in the 4th. Kittle up. Honeycutt winds and deals. Hay struck him out. Number 1 for Honeycutt. 2 gone in the 4th, and now Fletcher. The pitch from Honeycutt to Fletch is hit on the ground to Bucky Dent. He's in a step. He gloves it. He throws to O'Brien, and they get Fletcher. That retires the side in the 4th, but a 2-run bomb by Greg Luzinski gives the Sox a 2-1 lead. For Richard Dotson, going to the bottom of the 4th. O'Brien, Sundberg, and Wright coming, 6, 7, 8. In their lineup, Dotson winds and deals. Hit to Pachorik. And I think he's a 3, but I'm just not sure. Yes, he is. He's going to make the play himself, and that'll retire O'Brien. 1 gone in the bottom of the 4th. Sundberg coming up. Jim is 0-for-1. The pitch to him is hit on the ground to Scotty Fletcher. From the hole, a strong throw to Pachorik gets Sundberg by a step, 2 down. And now Wright 0-for-1. And George Wright draws a walk. Walk number 4 for Dotson. He's allowed 3 hits. But only one man has crossed the pay station. That was Billy Sample after his leadoff triple in the 1st. Dotson the stretch and the pitch to Dent. Base hit for Bucky Dent. Wright stops at second. There's 2 on with 2 outs for Sample. Dotson in trouble again. There have been base runners all over the place. He has stranded 5 so far. Dotson the stretch, the delivery to Sample, popped him up. Under it is Julio Cruz on the infield grass, calling and taking, and Dotson has now stranded 7 in 4 innings. We go to the 5th. Sox 2, Rangers 1. Both starting pitchers giving their managers some length, which they need after a 15-inning ball game just last night. Now it's Mark Hill, Julio Cruz, and Rudy Law, 8-9-1 for the Sox in the 5th. Pitch to the booter is grounded to Buddy Bell. He's up with it and throws to O'Brien for out number 1. Juice at the plate. He singled in the 3rd. Ground ball Dent. He throws to O'Brien, and there's 2 gone. And Rudy Law 0-for-2. Law hits it to Richard at second to his left. He gloves it, throws to O'Brien, and that will retire the Sox in the 5th. So we're halfway through this one with Chicago leading Texas 2-1. The 2, 3, 4 hitters are coming up in the Texas 5th inning. Richard Bell and Hostetler, righty, 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 against the right-handed dealings of Dick Dotson. Richard's 0-for-2. The pitch is grounded to Pachorik. He's going to feed Dotson covering, and there will be 1 down in the Ranger 5th. Now it's Bell. Buddy's 1-for-1. The pitch to him is ball 4. That is walk number 5 for Dotson in 4 1/3 innings as Tony La Russa and Dave Duncan commiserate in the Sox dugout. Here's Hostetler. Pitch to him is a 44 in column 3. Line drive caught by Fletcher. Bell scrambles back to first. Here's Parrish with 2 outs. 0 for 2 for Larry. The pitch from Dotson is a base hit. Drops in front of Law. Bell stops at second. There's 2 on again with 2 outs, and O'Brien comes to the plate. Dotson has thrown now 467 pitches in this game. The pitch to O'Brien, who's 0 for 1. And that's ball 4. Of course it is. He just... Oh, wait a minute. That's a 9. That's a 9. That may be ball 2. That is ball 2. Can Dotson come back and get him? The stretch. The delivery. He loses him. The bases are indeed loaded. From walk number 6 by Dotson in 4 2/3 innings. Sundberg up 0 for 2. They can get out of this. Jim only hit 201 in 1983. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Dotson the stretch. The delivery. Hit on the ground to Julio Cruz. He's going to flip to Fletcher the short way to retire the Rangers in the 5th. And Dotson gets out of another mess. We've played 5 at Chicago, 2, Texas 1. And the Rangers have stranded 10 men in 5 innings. Doug Rader in the Ranger dugout is breaking out the vaping materials, and the rest of the team is leaving him alone at the moment. Vance Law, Tom Paciorek, and Greg Luzinski coming up in the Sox 6th against left-hander Rick Honeycutt, who's pitched well. He's only allowed 5 hits. He has not walked anybody. He struck out 1. The pitch. Hey, strikes out Law, and that's strikeout number 2. Coming up now is Paciorek. Sox have a very slim lead. Paciork's 2 for 2. The pitch to him is hit to Richard. That's a 9. That makes Richard throw it in the dirt. O'Brien can't dig it out, and Paciorek is safe on the E4. So Paciorek reaches for the 3rd time. And Luzinski comes to the plate, fresh off a 4th inning 2-run homer. Honeycutt the stretch and the delivery. Ground ball, O'Brien. He fires to Dent for 1. The relay to Honeycutt covering is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 3-6-1 double play turned by the Rangers. And that ends the Sox 6. We go to the bottom of the 6th with Chicago 2 and Texas 1. All right, so let's see what we got here. Wright, Dent, and Sample in the Texas 6th inning. 8-9-1. Dotson winds and delivers. Hit on the ground to Scotty Fletcher. He's up with it and throws to Paciorek for out number 1. Dotson is living right. The pitch to Dent, who's 1 for 2. Hey, struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Dot. And Sample comes to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. Pitch to Billy, hit on the ground to Cruz. Juice gloves it and throws to Paciorek, and that retires the Rangers in 1-2-3 order, an event that has only happened one other time this evening for Richard Dotson. We go to the 7th, and the Sox lead the Rangers 2-1. Baines, Kittle, and Fletcher coming up in the Sox 7th. They are looking for insurance, or as they say in Central Illinois, insurance. And Baines is 0 for 2. Honeycutt, lefty-lefty matchup for him. Ground ball, O'Brien, clank off his glove into short right field. This is going to be, oh, wait a minute, I'm wrong. O'Brien is a 2. He's going to make the play. He'll feed Honeycutt, and there's one gone. One gone in the Sox 7th. Here's Kittle. 0 for 2 for run. The pitch to him is a 34 and count 3 down the left field line. Sample's got to go get it out of the corner. Kittle around first, heading to second, and there's a man in scoring position now with one out for Fletcher. That's going to get action going in the depleted and beleaguered Texas bullpen. Victor Cruz starts to throw, right-hander. Fletcher's 0 for 2. Honeycutt the stretch and the delivery. Ground ball, Richard to his left. Gloves it, throws to O'Brien for the out as Kittle moves to third with 2 outs. And now Booter is up, looking for an RBI. Kittle at third, 2 outs. Hill is up, 0 for 2. Honeycutt, the stretch, and the delivery to the Booter is a base hit for Mark Hill. Scoring is Kittle. It's 3-1 White Sox. That's a big run, and it'll bring up Cruz. Julio, 1 for 2. Hill, no threat to run. The pitch from Honeycutt. Hit in the air to center. George Wright coming on. And he will make the catch for out number 3. But the Sox, with a big clutch 2-out single by Mark Hill, bring home run number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch them out in Texas, in Arlington, Texas, with your score, White Sox 3, Rangers 1. It's Richard, Bell, and Hostetler coming up 2, 3, 4 in the Rangers 7th. Dotson winds and deals. Hit on the ground to Fletcher. Scotty's up with it and throws to Pachorik for out number 1. Dotson has allowed 5 hits, but he's walked 6. But only one man's crossed the pay station. Buddy Bell is 2 walks and a single tonight. Pitch to him is hit to left center. This is going to split Kittle and Rudy Law and get to the wall. Around first is Bell, and he will go to second. And now Hostetler comes up as the tying run. La Russa goes to the top step of the dugout. Dotson the stretch and the delivery. Hey, struck him out. Number 3 for Dotson. Now Parrish is up with first base open. Dotson, the stretch, and the delivery to Parrish. Hey, struck him out, and that'll retire the side, stranding Bell in scoring position. It's the broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas! The 8th inning is coming. And Honeycutt's coming out. We're going to flip him to his B side because he's reached his fatigue point. And he'll get the top of the White Sox order. Victor Cruz still lobbing the ball in the Ranger bullpen. Honeycutt will face Rudy Law, Vance Law, and Tom Pachorik. The top third of the Sox order in the 8th. The pitch is popped up. Pete O'Brien in fair territory is calling and taking for out number 1. Vance Law 0 for 3 coming up. One more run wouldn't hurt. The pitch is hit to right. This will drive Parrish back almost to the warning track, and he puts it away for out number 2. And here comes Pachorik with nobody aboard. 2 for 3 for Tommy, the Wimpy. And grounded to Dent. Bucky's up with it and throws to O'Brien, and that'll end the White Sox in inning number 8. We go to the bottom of the 8th with your score. Chicago 3, Texas 1. And we might make a defensive change. might do it. No, not yet. All right. Bottom of the 8th. O'Brien, Sundberg, Wright, unless I go to the bench for a pinch hitter. 6, 7, 8 for the Rangers. They need 2 to tie. Oh, Dotson on his B side now. Chance to hear Border Song from Elton John. All right, O'Brien, the pitch to him. Tapper in front of the plate. The booter is on it. He fires to Bachorek, and there's 1 down. Sundberg up now. Dotson winds and delivers to Jim Sundberg. Ball 4. He walked him. That's going to bring up the tying run. That's also going to get the Sox bullpen cooking. But there just aren't a lot of good candidates. It's going to be Tidrow and Augusto starting to throw in the Sox bullpen. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it. George Wright is coming to the plate. In 1983, George Wright hit .276. He played in every game, and he hit 18 homers. Richard Dotson should be very nervous. Here we go. 0 for 2 in this game. The pitch to him is ball 4. Out to the mound goes Tony La Russa, but he does not have the hook with him. Coming off the bench to pinch hit is going to be Larry Bittner to hit for Bucky Dent. Sox infield, double play depth. The pitch to Bittner is a base hit. Can you believe it? That is going to score Sundberg. It's 3-2. It's going to send Wright to third, and the Rangers have something going, something big going here in the 8th inning. 3-2 Sox. Now LaRusse is coming out with the hook, and he wants Tidrow. Dick Tidrow coming on to face the right-handed batting Billy Sample. We'll give you Dotson's numbers. Left him in 1 batter too long. 7 1/3 for Dotson. He's allowed 7 hits. He's walked 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 men. The infield is going to play in at the corners, back up the middle for Sample. It's 3-2 White Sox. We're in the bottom of the 8th. 1 for 4 for Sample. Didn't tell you anything about Tidrow. That's not very nice of me. So Tidrow on the 1983 season, 50 games, started 92 innings, 86 hits, 2-4 record with 7 saves and a .422 earned run average. The long ball was Dick Tidrow's problem in 1983. So we'll see if he can control it a little bit here. Tidrow, wait a minute. They might want to run for Bittner, and I think they do. The pinch runner will be the new Texas shortstop, Wayne Tollefson. Bittner did his job. Now it's time for Tollefson to run like crazy if Sample can hit one in the gap. 3-2 White Sox, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Right at third, Tollefson at first. Sample at the plate. The pitch from Tidrow is hit to center field. Rudy Law is under it. He's going to make the catch. Tagging is Wright. Tagging is Tollefson. Rudy's throw comes towards second base, and Tollison is in sliding. So a sacrifice fly by Billy Sample ties the game, and now it'll be Richard. Tollison's in scoring position. It's 3-3 in the bottom of the 8th. They're going to hit for Richard with Mickey Rivers. So Rivers hits for Richard. Now the question is, does La Russa counter with Juan Augusto? Because if he does, that means that Texas will use Bill Stein. So it'll be Rivers against Tidrow or Stein against Augusto. And they're going to go with Rivers against Tidrow. So Tidrow the stretch, checks Tollison at second base. It's a tie ball game in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Unbelievable, a base hit for Rivers. This is going to score Tollison with the lead run. It's 4-3 Texas. Now Buddy Bell. Bell is 2 for 2. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Day late and $1 short, Dick. 3 runs in on 2 hits. The real killers were the walks by Dotson. I didn't get him out of there. We have played 8 complete. Rangers 4, Sox 3. We have a new pitcher coming on for Texas. It's going to be Victor Cruz to attempt the save. And we have a number of defensive changes coming for Texas as well. Tollison now will go play second base. And Jimmy Anderson is going to play shortstop. Bittner and Rivers got their jobs done. Honeycutt's night is over. Tell you a little more about him. And I'll also tell you about Victor Cruz. Okay, first, Honeycutt. 8 innings. Let's give you a look at the scorecard for him. 8 innings, 7 hits. He didn't walk anybody. He struck out 2. He allowed 3 runs. They're all earned. And Rick Honeycutt is suddenly in line for the win in this game. Victor Cruz is in to close. His numbers, help if I hold it this way. 17 games, 25 innings, a 1-3 record with 5 saves, and a 144 earned run average. He will face Luzinski, Baines, and Kittle, 4-5-6 for the White Sox in inning number 9. It's 4-3 Texas. This is doable if they can manage to get a run, or even better, 2. Luzinski has homered in this game already. The pitch from Cruz is a line drive at Pete O'Brien, who makes a tumbling catch. There's 1 down in the 9th. Here comes Baines, 0 for 3. Harold Baines, the pitch from Cruz. Hit in the air to Larry Parrish toward the right field line. He's there, and he makes the catch for out number 3. That means that Ron Kittle is the last chance saloon for the White Sox in this game. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored. On deck is Scotty Fletcher. The pitch to Kittle is grounded to Jimmy Anderson at short. He's up with it and throws to Pete O'Brien for the out and a Rangers winner by a score of 4-3. Let's give you the totals. For the victorious homestanding Texas Rangers, 4 runs on 8 hits. They committed 1 error. Rick Honeycutt gets the win. Victor Cruz gets the save. For the Sox, 3 runs on 7 hits, and they committed 1 error. The loss goes to Richard Dotson. He is 0-1. Thanks for being with us. We're going to continue the Sox replay using Replay Classic Baseball to see the impact of Julio Cruz on the team. Thanks for being with me. Have a wonderful Monday night. Thanks for joining me on Monday Night Baseball. Have a great night. So long, everybody.